I started singing in 2008, but then professionally, like actually getting into it as a career in 2010.
For hip-hop artist Kash Greenhalghs, getting into the rap arena was as a hot butter knife, going through butter because of his love for hip-hop.
I prefer hip-hop because the first time I heard a hip-hop track, I fell in love with it. That was Dr. Dre back in 2001 when he released Chronic. So I just fell in love with the beat and the arrangement of the bars and the word plays. And so I was good at composition writings back in school. So it ended up being, more effective to me to do hip-hop because it has a lot of wordplay in it, a lot of metaphors, a lot of... you have to put brain into making a hip-hop joint. So that's what made me fall in love with hip-hop.
Skill yangu ya rap nika intersection ya nani. Skill ya makingu anga lose ka kusaga. Maka ama ninja jo wavishe toe tags. Pigia ambulance pia wakam na body bags.
Music, especially the rap genre, took time before Kenyans accepted their own hip-hop artists, and Kash says this is his bread and butter.
Music actually sustains me. I don't do anything else. As in, I went to school, I graduated, got a job for a while, then got into music full-time because it reached a point when it started actually paying. Because a lot of people like saying that music doesn't pay, but I think they're not hustling the right way. Because in anything you do, it can actually get you paid if you do it the right way and you know the right, aspects of getting along with what you're doing. So I can say I do music alone, I have nothing else, and it sustains me.
They can say what they want to say. They can do what they want to do.
In his quest for greatness in this arena, Kash has several musicians who came before him that he looks up to.
I look up to Professor J a lot because he's one guy who took hip-hop to the next level and actually got paid off of it. And eventually he's in Parliament in TZ. So I think he's someone to look up to because he has good morals and good music. And I also look up to artists like Chameleon from Uganda because I think whatever he's doing is exceptional. And he's stuck to the game since way back, he has longevity. And generally I'd say there are a lot of good, people that I would say have inspired me. Joe Akali, because of his idea of staying in the game for too long, Because it doesn't matter what genre of music he's doing, but I think he's good at what he does. So I guess I'm inspired by people who maintain in the game for a while.
Mi uendelea asubuhi, juu nilianza jana. Heavyweight Kash, mi ndio yule kijana. Ever on toes, kadingo au rana. By the time unarada, mi niko mbali sana.
In life, everything that is worth doing has its challenges, and Kash's quest for hip-hop greatness is no exception.
I believe there are people whose work is to make sure that new music isn't heard. There are people who actually pay so that they don't get to play new artists. So I think putting the music out there is one of the major challenges, I can say. You need to know people, you need to network, you need to, find a following. I think that is one of the major challenges. And then there's the money aspect as well. Because, when I say money, I don't mean like directly getting paid off of music. Because as much as we put music out there, we have bodies like MCSK, bodies like the camps and the priests, and there are no well-put measures to ensure that we get paid. And the entire industry at large, we need to get a lot of support from the government. Because, we've been working independently for a while now. And I know there are many big wigs who are eating all the sweat off of our work. And I can say it's because the government is not involved.
He has had many songs produced, and he has no intention of stopping anytime soon.
I have so many songs, some I actually forgot about. But I have an album out. I put out an album August 14th last year, that's 2015. It's my first album. But previously to that, I did a mixtape as well. And this year I'm doing an album again, August 14th, that's my birthday. And every year consecutively from then on until 2020.
Kash believes that among his songs, the one that made spotlight shine on him was Slaughterhouse.
I was just a normal rapper before that, but after I did Slaughterhouse, it really, put me out there. That's a song most of people are synonymous with. You hear Kash, you hear Slaughterhouse. So that song really took me far. And then after that, I did a couple of other good tunes. You know, I did like Vilena Far, I've done Kalasua. I have a couple of other hits, but I owe who Kash is right now to Slaughterhouse.
Jeshi toka Garrison, hits kwenye radio, beef niko radio, on top ka aerial. Mi waga terrible, asira ka Marian. Weni bacteria na mindo wito anti-B. Kash ka wangware wao nita KC. Vuka boda chop money, design ya maidi. Vako za mababy, niko mavicho daily, wendo ya haya.
He is currently working on a new song that he believes will cause ripples on the music scene.
I'm working on big things this year. I'm not gonna let the cat out yet. I have a remix, a major remix planned, but I'm not gonna say to what song. But I have big names in the industry on it. We recorded it right here. I have an album, like I said, dropping later this year, August 14th. And I've done a couple of singles off of the album. I have one new one called Kyo, like a mirror. And Kyo actually is a slang for 100, where I come from.
For Kash Greenhouse, the future can only get better.
I want to be a household name, you know. I want to be synonymous with everything music in Kenya. Like you go to Kisii, you go to, you know, Kisumu, go to Chebilat, you know, all those, you know, everywhere in Kenya I want to be a household name. That's my first, you know. I can project in the next 5 years I want to achieve that, because I know having a big fan base and people knowing you all over, you know, would catapult me to the next level. So that's what I'm working on right now.